What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Santi. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to the channel. If you're already here, kindly smash the like button and support your boy as I push my way to 10,000 subscribers. What an incredible performance from the boys today. I can't even lie. That's arguably our best performance of the season. Everything was just so perfect in that game today. Chances creation, ball control, possession, every single thing except that goal we gave away in the first half, which was so annoying to see, considering the fact that we're the better team in that first half and Liverpool created close to nothing in that half of the game. And you know, at the end of the first half, we just had to make that silly mistake which has been costing us all season. It always comes down to defensive errors when it comes to Arsenal. It always comes down to we undoing every good thing we've done in a game. And it's so annoying to see when you see the kind of players that are making these mistakes game in, game out. Against Nottingham Forest, it was Saliba being outmuscled by Awoniyi. And people were trying to even blame that on Zinchenko playing the guy that assisted the goal on. And today again, it was Saliba, you know, not shielding his man very well. And Raya not commanding a 6-yard box because that mistake happened in his box. And I'll put that 80% on Saliba and like 20% on Raya, because Raya should be commanding that area and he should have reacted faster to that situation and, you know, have it under control. But Saliba was so naive there and he should be doing better for a player of his caliber. But, you know, I can't kill him for it. He's, you know, bound to make mistakes, not perfect, and he will learn from it definitely. But people trying to, you know, deviate from that topic because, oh, is everybody's darling. I'm not saying I have an agenda against him as well. I obviously rate him. He's a very top center back, young as well, but it's not perfect. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't be, you know, afraid to criticize him. I think being Zinchenko was somewhere around that camera angle, around that camera display. I know people will find a way to even blame him for that mistake, but Saliba fucked up today, and thank God we didn't get punished for his fuck up. So obviously the only goal Liverpool scored today, we handed it over to them on a plate. And just aside that, I have no other complaint from that game. And look, today I'm not even talking about somebody made so passes, stats, numbers, and all of those things. No. Today is about emotions, because for a second season on the row, on the bounce, Liverpool has failed to beat us in the Premier League. Last season, we got 4 points out of 6 from them. And this season, in the league, we've gotten 4 points out of 6 from them as well. 1-1 draw at Anfield and 3-1 win today, which was an incredible performance, best performance of the season from us. For me, considering Liverpool has not lost a game since September last year, and Van Dijk and Konate as well have not lost a game they played together in a very long time, and to make a mockery of them to like we did today was an incredible performance, up there with our best performance of the season. I know we beat City earlier on in the season, but it wasn't as dominant as this. It wasn't as faultless as this. We literally created over 3 XG against Liverpool, the most they faced against any team in the league this season. And we created 6 big chances, got 3 goals from there. I still believe we should have been more clinical in that game, and we could have gotten out of that game with at least 4 goals. But I can't really complain. 3 goals against a Liverpool side that is arguably the most informed team in the league right now. I haven't lost a game in what, nearly 5 months. So yeah, I can't complain. It was a perfect day, a perfect game. Raya had a very good game, was good on the ball. His distribution was top notch. By 1 or 2 scenarios where I feel like it could have done better, but aside that, he had a solid game. Ben White had his best game of the season for me. He dealt with Luis Diaz. Everything Luis Diaz did in that game was done away from Ben White. Everything he did in that game was done away from Ben White, and every single time was on Ben White's side. He dealt with him, and going forward as well, he looked threatening going forward. Saliba was like a shadow of himself. I'll say he had a decent game, But Saliba, for a Saliba standard, it was an average game for him because Saliba is one of the most press-resistant centre-back in the league. And the way he was getting caught on the ball, like on few occasions in this game, you know, and in the last couple of games as well, raised a lot of questions about his confidence and where he is form-wise at the minute. But I expect him to bounce back considering his qualities, his mentality. I expect him to bounce back, just like a form thing, which is temporary. Like they say, class is permanent. So yeah, expect him to bounce back from that. But he really needs to bounce back as soon as possible because it's becoming concerning. Nottingham Forest, the goal we consider was on him 100% for me. And today, that goal was 80% on him as well. Gabriel was just unfortunate to be at the end of that mistake from him. And talking about Gabriel, he was outstanding again. Aside that own goal, which was unfortunate for him, it wasn't his fault for me in any way. And aside from that, he had a very outstanding game. Dealt with anything Liverpool threw forward. They didn't throw much forward, but the little they threw forward, dealt with it perfectly well. There was an half-space cross that Trent made. That the way he dealt with that cross before Gakpo could get there, Gakpo couldn't even get a sniff. And the way he dealt with it was just top-notch. And Zinchenko only played in the first half, got subbed off at halftime. But the first half he played, it was everywhere. Everywhere. He had an excellent game for me. Was part of our crucial attacking moments in the first half. And it was really, really, really good. But, you know, Mikel opted to change his tactics going on in the second half, prioritize defending more and absorbing pressure more, which I really, really respect, because one mistake from Zinchenko and we're done. If you allow Liverpool to go ahead in that game, we're finished, because their defense this season has been absolutely incredible and you don't want to give them an advantage in a game of this magnitude. So yeah, that makes sense. The Zinchenko substitution at halftime makes sense, and we came back in the second half. It was evident that Zinchenko was no more on the pitch as Liverpool gained control of the game. Earlier on in the second half, we started that half slowly, but somehow, thanks to the double pivot of Jorginho and Declan Rice in that midfield, we got back into the game. And I would love to say something. It's absolutely unfair on the rest of the league that we get to play a double pivot of Jorginho and Declan Rice, or Declan Rice and Thomas Partey, or Jorginho and Thomas Partey. I mean, we having this quality or class of 6 in our team is just ridiculous. And I've been saying this, Partey has been missing like 80% of the season. Jorginho has been available all this time. Why is he not playing? I mean, like I said in my last video, I think two weeks ago, whatever Partey brings to this team, this is not a disrespect on Partey. I'm talking profile wise. Whatever Partey brings to this team, I feel like Jorginho brings at least 80% of it. At least 80% of Partey's quality, the line breaking passes, the tempo control, you know, being available for passes and starting our attacks from deep. He does all of these things seamlessly. His intelligence on the ball is just incredible. It's so unbelievable how this guy is, how good this guy is, and how disrespected he is at the same time. Right? I feel like he's one of the most misunderstood players I've ever seen, because he's so good on the ball. He's brilliant. His reading of the game is so brilliant, but somehow people tend to focus on on his weakness, what he can't do when he's playing. The fact that he cannot run, he's so slow, he doesn't have pace, and that's the only thing they, you know, beat him with. The same way they focus on the fact that Zinchenko cannot defend, is a weak defender, and they totally ignore the fact that he's very good on the ball, he's technically gifted. When you need control, he's one of those players you really want to have on the pitch. Same goes for Jorginho. People focus on one thing he can't do, which for me doesn't outweigh other qualities he brings to the team. This guy is over 30 and is still playing at this level. It was my man of the match today. I can't lie. Without him in that midfield today, I think we wouldn't have controlled the midfield the way we did. We completely took out Liverpool's midfield. They couldn't get a sniff. McAllister, Curtis Jones, Gravenberch, these guys couldn't do a thing. We completely controlled them, dog walked them in that midfield today. And Declan Rice, enough said. I just can't imagine where we'll be as a club if we didn't make that signing in the summer. And if you look at the circumstances surrounding the whole team right now, that 105 million pounds just looked like a robbery, because Partey has not been available this season, and Declan Rice's availability is one of the reasons why we are here, where we are right now as a team. I can't imagine this guy not being in this team, and probably we have to rely solely on Jorginho, who has picked up a couple of injuries this season as well. At some point, we would have seen Elneny starting games week in, week out, which wouldn't have looked good on us. So he had a good game today, apart from his even availability or clean injury history or whatever. His quality in this team, his defending ability, how he cleans out danger before they even happen, his recovery runs, his tackling from behind, ball carrying, everything. This guy, for me, has the potential to be a world-class 6 and a world-class 8 at the same time. So it makes sense in a double pivot. Going forward, maybe it will take him some time to be that world-class lone 6. I'm not saying it's a bad lone 6 or lone 6 or an average lone 6. He's extremely good as a lone 6 as well. I just feel like his best so far has come in games where he's had to play as a double pivot, and it makes sense why we've missed Partey so much. And Arteta just have to find a way to play Jorginho every game now. It's a no-brainer. I've been saying this for weeks. Just start these guys together, and look, nobody in the league, I think the only midfield that will probably come close in the league will be a Man City midfield and a Liverpool midfield. You can say what we did to Liverpool midfield today, and not only today, the same thing in the FA Cup game. I know we lost that game, but even Klopp came out to say we're the better team, and it was evident, clear as day, that we're the better team in that we just couldn't convert our chances, which was something that we did different today. We're more clinical today, and we could see the results. And that's what I've been telling people. As much as results are important, you look at things with a bigger lens, and be accurate with your judgments. You look at some of our games, and the manager has coached a comfortable win, and the players are not just turning up, and you're trying to throw the manager out for that. Doesn't make sense. And today the manager did his job, the players did their job, and we got a win. So if the manager is not doing his job, no matter how hard the players try, then there will be a problem. And if the players are not doing their job, no matter how the manager try, it will be a problem. This thing works hand in hand. So for me today, the midfield setup was incredible. Odegaard was leading our press, created chances, was so good on the ball, how he was utilizing those tight spaces, and it was just incredible. And how he was picking his passes as well. Martinelli, I feel like Martinelli, anytime this guy knows we're playing Liverpool and Trent Alexander-Arnold will be playing, he just get this morale, just get this motivation. It was lively, and he's always lively like that against Liverpool. He's always lively like that against Alexander-Arnold. Before Klopp came up with the idea of, you know what, Konate, you have to be helping Alexander-Arnold out against these guys. And I think that's why he struggled a little bit in our recent game. But the fact that Kai Havertz occupied Konate today, Konate couldn't even really, help Alexander-Arnold like that. And that allowed Martinelli some sort of freedom. And he had a very good game. He was pissed to be substituted in the second half. And a lot of fans were complaining as well that this guy was our biggest threat going forward. Even me felt like the sub didn't make sense. I won't lie. When the sub was made, I was expecting Havertz to be taken out, and Trossard brought him play in that first 9 row. And at the end of the day, Arteta was vindicated. Havertz got Konate sent off, and Trossard got our third goal. So yeah, Martinelli got the second goal, took the goal well, went physical with Van Dijk, which sort of contributed to the mistake they made at the back with Alisson, and struck the ball home. Saka as well had a very good game, got on the end of a rebound and slot it home perfectly, where these chances we were missing there a few weeks ago. It's just so funny. But yeah, converted it today. And Havertz. This guy, I don't know, man. This guy is so confusing. He's so, like, I mean, he's a very interesting player in the sense that if you look at him from a perspective, you'll say he had a poor game. If you look at him very well in details, you'll say he had a good game. And when you're telling people that believe he had a poor game, that he actually had a good game, then they tend to feel like you're gaslighting them and you're not even making sense. So it's hard to convince people that believe this guy had a poor game that he actually had a good game. For me today, he had a good game because I believe he wasn't really decisive enough on the ball, you know, but still managed to create a couple of chances, even though I believe he could have done better or should have done better. But that chaos he brought to the game, the physicality he brought to the game, the fight he brought to the game, I've genuinely never seen Konate get dominated like that physically before in a game. I've never. Konate is a defender like I really respect a lot. He's very, very good, top notch, no disrespect. But Havertz being up there today, got dumped 2 yellow card on his head, got him sent off. That was a very crucial part in the game, and the fact that Liverpool, you know, went down to 10 men and we had that extra man advantage over them, got the third goal and sealed the win. And everybody that came on as well did their bit. Kivio came on for Zinchenko in the second half, had a very good game. Defensively was he had a chance that could have scored. He should be scoring that. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, you're a defender, you didn't even have to use your head to shoot, you had to use your head. So he knocked the ball straight at the goalkeeper, but I feel like he should have scored that. But yeah, everything he did today was top-notch. I can't even complain about any player's performance today. Reece Nelson came on, never stopped running, had a very good game. Today for me, like I said earlier, it's just about emotion. I really enjoyed the game. It was a perfect game for us. And somehow 2 weeks ago, people were saying, oh, we're out of the title race. A lot of people were writing us off. And throwback to 2 weeks later, we seem to be back in the conversation. But yeah, I'm not getting ahead of myself. One game at a time. Right now, we're second. Hopefully, Brentford do something for us tomorrow. But I don't really care. We have to focus on ourselves. We have West Ham next. And West Ham are yet to win a single game in 2024. And this is where this scares me a lot. Because this is kind of games Arsenal fuck up. But I hope we kick on 3 games on the bounce now that we've won. Get West Ham on the card as well. That will make it 4 wins in a row. Which will get us back into, you know, a very comfortable form, bring the confidence back among the boys ahead of Champions League later this month. So yeah, I can't complain about anything. This game was perfect, a perfect 9 over 10. The manager did his job, the players did their job, the fans as well. I have to give a massive shout out to the fans. They did their job as well. The stadium was loud, they kept on cheering the guys on, and the pundits as well, they did their job. I mean, Carragher and friends, they did what they do best. Cry, and I'll say something: cry today, cry tomorrow, and cry forever. I mean, I've seen Klopp, Pep, and all of these guys celebrate wins over, you know, their big rivals, last minute wins. But whenever Arteta or Arsenal did anything close to that, then there's a problem. Everybody in the media are crying about it. I don't care. We won a very massive game. A team that was always dog walking us year in, year out. Second season on the bounce in the league. They didn't get a single win against us. I can't complain about that, and nobody should be complaining about it. I don't care which club you're affiliated to, as a legend, as a fans, as an ex-player, hero, flop, or whatever. You shouldn't be complaining about that, except you are a sore loser. Hey guys, I think that's the end of the video for me today. Let me know what you think about the game. Your man of the match from the game, get involved in the comment section, and please help me smash the like button. If you can, share the video. If you're watching on Facebook, kindly share the video with your friends, tag your friends, get involved in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the game. On to the next one, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Come on, you gonna